Label Radio.
King T got it bad, y'all. And we got J to the row in the building.
What up?
Yo, man, that was
Still got it. I got it worse.
Yo, make room.
Yeah.
You just tell me off air. That was a demo you did 3 years or 4 years before it actually came out.
Yeah, I had a demo with about 5 songs on it. Some of them were songs from that first album.
And Make Room was a solo song for you.
Yeah, it was a solo jam I had. And yeah, we had it for a while, but then Tash got on it. We redid it a little. You could hear some people singing in the background a little. Yeah. We even had some R&B singers on it. But yeah, we redid it, man, and it's history.
And
I wasn't really for it, though.
You wasn't, because it's old. You want to do something new.
Just personally, I was like, that song is so old. Like, it sounded old to me. Like, the break we used, everything. But yeah, it worked. Definitely.
And on that song, you had a part of your verse. You said, "Smoke a lot of liquor, drink a gang of boom."
Yeah.
Was that a misstep?
So, like I was telling you off air, too, King T was coming from Houston. He moved out there for like a year, and that when he moved back, that's when I met him. He was like 14 years old.
Yeah.
And he said he had been DJing on the radio in Houston. And we were like, come on, man, like serious?
At 14?
Yeah. So he kept saying these names, Jazzy Red and Lester Pace. I was with Jazzy Red and Lester Pace. So next thing you know, we meet Jazzy Red. You know, he comes out there to say, yeah, man, he was a phenom. Like, he was out there killing it.
Also, he wasn't lying.
On the radio, mixing and doing all these mixes. He was the little kid from L.A., you know. So we was like, wow. So Jazzy Red, shout out to Jazzy Red, man. We used to say this a lot. Man, I'm smoking some beer and drinking some weed. every time we would see each other, we would say that. Like,
so that's where that came from.
That's how toe up we was. We didn't even know what we was doing.
And that's where that came from? That's
where that came from.
It's funny. I've been waiting 20 years to ask you that question. I thought it was just a typo or a mistake. But it's actually, it has a story. I love it.
That's my style, man. Like, catch it 20 years later.
And your style also, you had a lot of sports references.
Mm-hmm.
You watch a lot of sports? You a sports guy?
Played a lot of sports. Watched a lot of sports, yep.
I've always wanted to hear you and Phife Dawg on a song together because you guys had the same type of sports references and whatnot. I would love to have some, like a song called Sports Center. You guys just get busy.
It's bad it never happened, man. Rest in peace of Phife Dawg, man. But some people were actually trying to make this happen. Have us do an EP with a sports cast together.
Really?
Yeah.
So that was a thing. Okay, so I wasn't the only one that wanted that then.
Yeah, man. That was mentioned a lot. You know, you guys sports got all the sports references.
It's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
And so one thing I give you credit for, actually, how did you guys hook up with Loud Records? Where did Loud Records come from? Because wasn't it Loud Records an East Coast label?
Well, they set up on, I mean, the owners were from the East Coast.
But they was here.
Yeah, they were here.
And you were the first group on them. You was the first signee?
Twista was the first artist on
Oh,
Loud
okay.
Records.
Twista and then you.
Remember this song he had?
What song?
Mr. Tongue Twister.
Oh yeah,
I'm not Mr. Tongue Twister.
He had the nose ring and he was chubby. That was on Loud Records.
Sure was.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. So then they signed us in a group called Madcap.
Okay.
And that was our boy James Broadway. That was his group, and he's the one. Him and Fabian Duvernay was the ones who brought us up to Loud. After they, got with them. So we're pretty much the first official album release.
Yeah.
Loud, yeah.
And I remember, so I used to love going to your shows because you were the only underground hip hop group that had girls at the shows.
Right. We specialize.
Y'all stayed with girls at the show. We go to these backpacks and I love Wu-Tang and Big and all, but it'd be no girls there.
Right.
But you guys had girls there.
Yeah, we wasn't with that, man. All a bunch of dudes, you know what I mean? Because it was just like we came up in a different era.
Yeah.
Like, serious, a lot of the groups in the 90s were older than them. So, we get mixed up with
You wasn't a young
younger brothers.
Yeah.
So we grew up in the 80s, early 80s, when it was freaking going on out there.
Y'all was players.
Yeah, so a party with no girls was whack to us.
Yeah.
I didn't even used to go to places like that.
Yeah.
Where people would probably think we were at. They were like, oh, didn't you used to go to? Nope.
No, because there were no girls there.
Yeah, what am I doing there?
I used to enjoy your shows for that. And I used to hate your shows because I'd be in the front row and you guys would spray the crowd with beer or whatever.
Yeah.
And I would come home smell like beer. I don't drink. Mom like, yo, you drink? I'm like, nah, it's just alcohol. So anytime you guys I knew your set so well that I knew when it was coming, what song. No, I just duck. I just duck because there's so many people. I duck and put my jacket over my head and everybody else gets sprayed or whatever. So those are two things, the girls and the beer.
We gotta have fun up there, man.
Nah, you guys definitely brought the fun to the show. I mean, you guys hands down. I've seen everybody perform during the era, and you guys definitely brought the fun. Was that a conscious effort?
Yeah, it was. Peace, unity, and having fun. Right?
Yeah.
So we wanted to bring that part of LA to people. Because, if we all tell our life stories growing up here, if I tell mine, people always wonder, like, how come y'all wasn't doing gangster rap? Like, you went through this, you lost these people, this happened to you, almost got killed on this occasion. Why wasn't y'all doing gangster rap, And that's why, because, a lot of the times it's fun and games, in LA it's clowning, that was one of King T's songs, just clowning.
Yes.
So that was the more vibe we were on. Like, we still from LA though.
You wanted to show the positive side of things instead of always glorifying the negative or
Absolutely. I mean, most gangsters I know are the funniest dudes in the room. You know? Because, they not worried about they can be free. So it's just like, we wanted to bring that hilarious side of LA to people. Like, we're having fun, but be careful.
Exactly. You still gotta focus on what you need to do because life ain't sweet out here. I know it's fun and fun, but you gotta watch your back.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's get into another joint. This right here was a surprise as well too. Produced by Diamond D, The Next Level.
Next Level, man.
Let's get into that.
To the next level.
And we'll talk about it after they come back. This is White Label Radio. We got J-Ro in the building.
Second album, so we was like, well, you made room now. Welcome to the next level.
What? How did you guys hook up with Diamond D? How did that come about?
When we were doing the first album, no lie, I had a yellow Volkswagen Bug, and I remember it would be raining, the roof would be leaking, and I had 2 cassettes I used to bump.
Just 2?
Yep.
And one was Diamond D?
J.O. Felony's album.
Okay.
And Diamond D's album. I was bumping
which one?
At the time.
Which album? Stunts Buzz Hip Hop? Okay.
Yeah, I was bumping that album so much to where once we got we were going for the second album, they had a kind of a list of producers. Diamond D, straight up.
And he was like
number 1. We all was like, oh yeah, Diamond D's. Like, we love that. We loved his album and we knew his history.
And you guys got a lot of love from the East Coast because your style wasn't so hardcore West Coast. It was more universal.
Yeah, universal.
It was universal.
We was trying to touch. I mean, the album is called Coast to Coast for a reason.
Yeah.
Because we wasn't falling into that trap of, hip hop, we're all b-boys.
Yeah.
Universal b-boys.
Yeah.
So none of it made sense to us even back at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we from Cali, we from LA, we from where we from.
Yeah.
We don't, we can't even take that away if we wanted to. So we just gonna go out here and be ourselves and make this music,
and have some fun while you do it.
Cuts, yeah, for sure.
Who idea was it to be underwater for the album cover?
Some crazy French dude, photographer.
So you guys didn't come up with that concept?
Oh no way. I would have never came up with that. And yeah, he was like, "Come on, you need to do something like get underwater." But even like one of the things, we were in the ice. Like, we were really in the ice. People think I was Photoshop or something. Like, no,
that's why on the back cover,
under the water,
E Swift looked like he freezing.
Yeah,
like his face looked like he just like bone chilling, freezing.
Yeah, it was. My only problem is like it looks like it could have been photoshopped.
It does. Now looking at it, if you look at it, it's like they put some water and they put them there or whatever. It does like that.
Right, but yeah, we was really in the water holding.
Too bad they didn't have social media back in the days, because you could have actually did a behind the scenes of it or something, you know.
Man.
But
big up to Mona Lisa. That was taken in her swimming pool.
Mona Lisa, oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. That's dope. And what is your favorite Alkaholiks album?
Damn, my favorite is it's Coast to Coast.
Why?
I mean, it was Liquidation for a long time, but I think it's Coast to Coast for me now, because that was, for me, like the first album was what I was saying before, a lot of stuff we had before. You know, we came up with some new stuff, but the second album to me was like really all fresh music, all fresh raps, everything was fresh. And we had to prove to the world that we belonged here, you know. And
like the first one wasn't a fluke. You wanted to, like, this is not the sophomore jinx.
Yeah, it was. First one was it was 10 songs, straight up, no interludes and all that stuff. So the second album we put a little more work into, but we were just like, we gotta really prove that we belong, you know. We gotta make some jams.
Was people saying that was people doubting you?
I don't think we even had time to really think about that, like if they were doubting us or not, because like we was on the road a lot, so we'd do an album, hit the road, come back, do the next album. So we're just like, we gotta kill it right now, you know. So you know, like you said, it wasn't social media, and I didn't know what people were saying, you know.
And it seemed like Loud kind of kept all their artists on the road. That's kind of how you guys got your notoriety. Everybody was on the road. I seen Mobb Deep out here tons of time when the first album came out. Same thing with Wu-Tang was at Unity. I want to say I seen them probably a dozen times at Unity, because they were on the road all the time. Yeah,
one of the dopest, best times of my life. We were going on a road trip, and they asked if Wu-Tang could open for us. You know?
Really?
Just before they dropped. So we like, because we already knew they was gonna kill it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was one of the best times ever, man. Like 20-some shows straight.
And so that you guys, it was Wu-Tang, you guys, and who else?
Just that was it.
It was wild, huh?
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, a lot of good stories.
A lot of good stories. We'll say that for the book, right?
Yeah. We'll get to that later.
And is that how you guys became cool with Old Dirty Bastard?
Definitely. I mean, with everybody, man. We was like really hanging out like brothers. When we meet each other, we always go back to those times, because it got real.
Wait, so I had Tash on the show a few years ago.
Yeah.
And is it true that Old Dirty Bastard just walked in the session? He wasn't supposed to be there?
The song we did?
For the song y'all did?
Yeah, we had it planned out.
You had it planned out?
But he did. He just, we were waiting for him for a while.
Okay.
He just walked in, like a couple bottles, and started talking. And we sat there and talked for maybe 2-3 hours before we started working on the song.
Really?
You know, like drinking, had the best time ever.
Did he freestyle that verse? It sounded like it was
pretty
freestyle.
Much, yeah. We were all like serious. It was like it was the best session ever, man. Because if you listen to the end of it, we're literally like pushing each other off the microphone and like going back and forth. So definitely the last part was just freestyle.
Let's get into another joint. This right here was WLIX. Was that produced by Madlib?
WLIX. Well, Madlib and E Swift
together.
They used to just be in there, man. I don't know what they was doing.
Mad scientists.
I don't know what. Yeah, they was doing something crazy in there, man. And coming up with stuff like this.
I love the way you guys played the radios part of, and the beat was dope. So let's get into it, man. WLIX. This is White Label Radio. J Rose in the building. WLIX. Right there. Sound like so much fun right there.
Big up to the 805 coming out rocking with us.
That's dope. Lupac Did you think, or did you know Madlib is going to be as large as he is now?
Yeah.
You did?
No, I mean, I didn't think he would be like a cult figure, like that. But we knew his talent. Like we had to go talk to his dad to get, take him on tour with us, man. That was a nervous moment.
Right. So he was young. You say he was 17 when he was on tour with you guys?
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we had to get permission, man. So, they were all talented to us. It was just like, yo, these kids are like killing it, because they were still in high school at the time.
Yeah.
When we were doing our thing, so we were out of high school. So yeah, man, it's unbelievable.
So
we always
ask.
Big up to Wild Child and Rome's too, man.
Oh yeah,
and Lil Miles out there.
Lil Miles,
thing,
yeah. That's the young man on Blackish.
Yeah, Young Liquid.
His dad is a OG Liquid member.
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope. So I like to ask guys that's in groups, who is your top 5 hip hop groups or duos of all times? You can put yourself in there. You can put whoever you want to, but top 5 hip hop groups are duos of all time.
Top 5 hip hop groups or duos. I don't know.
You don't have to put them in order either. Yeah. Don't put them in order. This name 5.
I don't really have top 5s because I change it sometimes. But Randy MC.
Okay.
Who else is a group? Wu-Tang Clan. Who else? Dang, it's a crazy question.
We always
duos
get that.
Are groups.
Duos are groups.
Who else can I? UTFO. Throw them in there.
Hey, you know what? It's funny because I think we've asked a lot of people this question. I think Exile, the producer, said UTFO as well too, which is random.
If you really know your hip hop, you should be putting them in on one of your lists.
And you got 2 more: Run DMC, Wu-Tang, UTFO.
Groups or duos. Beastie Boys.
Beasties, okay. And one more. Gotta
go with cause I like individual rappers a lot, but I'll take it back again. Give me Stetson Sonic.
Stetson Sonic, the first hip hop band.
Yeah, they're revolutionary.
I never heard anybody say Stetson Sonic, but they definitely revolutionary.
Yeah, I mean they were huge at one point too, and they came with jam after jam. But they did something different. They're a little revolutionary.
So now that you guys are back together, you guys took a little hiatus. You was in Sweden doing your thing. Everybody kind of doing their solo thing. Now you guys are back together. When you hear this music 20 years later, 30 years later, what do you feel? You know what I'm saying?
What music?
Your classic music. How do you feel when people are like at shows, like talking about how it changed their lives or whatever? How does it make you feel?
I mean, it's great. I mean, it feels awesome. This Orlando calling me now from
say downstairs Club Unity.
I'll get back to him.
Yeah.
No. Big up to Orlando. But I feel like, wow, who ever thought this would happen? That never gets old to me, because my dream was to make a record.
Yeah.
I was like, one day I want to make a record. Like,
that was it.
That was pretty much it. Yeah.
Not tours, not shows, not
people to know about it. Like, oh, dang, you a rapper. You got a record, huh? So that was what I was on my knees praying about when I was younger. So everything else was like top of the
icing on the cake.
On the cake.
Yes.
Extra blessings. So I'll just enjoy. I wasn't just enjoying it, a little over enjoying it even, but I was enjoying myself, man, because I'm living my dreams.
Yeah.
Can't come up with more dreams after that, but I can honestly say I live my dreams for sure.
That's dope. And now, What are you doing now? Let's get into the present day. What's going on with you? What you got going on?
Jeez.
I know you. Are you building those storage homes or what I see you on Instagram? You're doing. Are you building those?
Yeah. So we've done a few of them. I've been more like, starting the conversation in the hip hop world,
Okay.
Because I'll say about 6 years ago, I went more into some corporate things and into the import-export business.
Okay.
Of all kind of products. So I've been learning that game for a while. Kind of under the radar, but a little bit over the radar. But I've been gaining a lot of knowledge in that world.
Okay.
From some of the top people in the business. So I've been like kind of over here doing my thing over there. So I've been into the shipping container thing for about 12 years now.
Nice.
I saw how they were doing it in Europe. They were putting some stuff together, like places where people were living. I saw workers living in them while they were on site at construction sites. So that's what made me think, when I get back to Cali,
we can make these homes.
Right. We can turn these into homes, So it's what I'm really just waiting for people to catch up, because I can't go out there and do them by myself.
Yeah.
So I got a crew. We've done a couple. Nothing that someone's lived in. We've done a couple offices, studios, things like that. But we're getting more into getting the homes done this year. Yeah.
And where can we find that information? Find what your company. What?
Yeah, you can go on Giraffe Status on Instagram, or I have my Antics International Distribution.
Okay.
Just Google that company. You'll see a lot of stuff.
That's dope. I see you posting stuff on Instagram. I'm like, yo, these homes are dope. I told my mom, she got a big backyard. I'm saying, yo, you need to put one of these in the backyard and charge people to live here.
Right.
Like let's make some money out this thing, and let's get in the ground floor before it gets too expensive.
Yep. I got a few proposals going around right now.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens, but sooner or later, I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm gonna build a big village and let everybody just come live there.
But they say you build it, they'll come type of thing. So you build it,
will come.
They'll definitely come. So
that's for real.
Definitely. What else you got going? Where can we find you? I know you on social media. So where can we find you?
Find me at Original J Row, Original JRO. That's the best place to get me. Or on Facebook, James J Row Robinson. I got Dr. Robinson CBD.
Oh yeah, you're doing a CBD thing. So
yeah, that's my healing site right
Health
there.
and wealth, huh?
Yeah,
I love
sure.
I love it.
Gotta keep that going. Right now, the biggest thing I'm doing is Elf Golf.
What's that? So
we're bringing we're basically bringing the sesh to the golf course.
So you
exclusive courses that a lot of us wasn't even allowed to go on before. We've secured a deal with a company that owns 250 exclusive golf courses around the country.
Oh, that's dope.
We've been allowed to do CBD hemp tournaments with amateur PGA players. Celebrities, musicians. We're gonna have different things going on at each hole, and I'm talking about it's 420 friendly, the whole thing.
So y'all smoking and golfing?
Absolutely, absolutely, because that's what we do anyway.
Yeah. And you guys have been advocating. I mean, you had a song called Mary Jane and early on, before. So you guys have been doing this. So anybody looking at you saying you new to this, they've been doing this. They had a song called Mary Jane in '93. So and
that was an old song too.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it? So I love to see you guys, like we had Krista Glove earlier. I love to see my OGs getting into spaces that you was in already, but had to do it on the underground. Now you can actually make a living off of it. It's dope to see you guys do that.
Well, I'll just say it like this. There's a lot of naysayers out there, and two things. One thing, when you watch a movie or a TV show and somebody's high and they start seeing all these colors, that's mushrooms and acid. marijuana does not make you do all that. First of all,
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to grow up on our,
Our knowledge.
how we talk
Yes.
about marijuana, because that's just ridiculous. Second of all, I was born with a condition on my lung where I had to get half of my lung removed at 11 months old. So I grew up with breathing problems, asthma. I lived under the bubble, like the kid under the bubble, all that. Couldn't participate in something. When they have smog alerts, I had to go inside. In the office, like they were like, you gotta come inside. So when I'm like 18 years old, I really picked up the weed, start smoking. And right before this time, I was getting rushed to the emergency room,
For your asthma?
Yeah, having asthma attacks in the middle of the night. Start smoking weed, nothing. Threw the inhaler away, just living normal. 26 years later, I call myself, I'm going to try to stop smoking weed. Just, people do that for some reason. Let me try it. So I'm like 2-3 weeks in. I'm doing some traveling. I'm a lot. So I'm like, it's cool. I'm traveling. I'm on all these airplanes. I'm going to Mississippi, visit my fam. I take a flight back to Sweden. About a weekend, asthma attack, middle of the night.
Wow.
Emergency room. So I'm, they give me X-rays. And the doctor actually, she came in and said, your lungs are perfect, like normal. Like, they look like a 20-something years old. She started asking me, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Like, what all this? And she asked me, did I have asthma? I was like, I used to. She said, no, it doesn't go away. Something triggered it. And she said it was because of the traveling. She was like, I told her how much traveling I was doing, because I came from Australia, Europe, US, and she was like, pilots aren't allowed to travel that much.
Yeah.
But I didn't tell her about the weed, because it's super illegal in Sweden.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's probably what it was. She gave me some pills and an inhaler, but I took those for a little bit, but hey,
went back to your tried and true, yeah.
I ain't even gotta say it.
yeah, exactly.
So for me, it's no question I'm an advocate for cannabis. You know what I'm saying? I have never seen it do anybody wrong, except when the cops come. So I need more. I need more
evidence.
Yeah, evidence that is negative.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it's doing you well. So we can find you. Dr. Robertson is a CBD. And then, of course, Antics is the container homes. And Giraffe, is it Giraffe? Giraffe homes?
Giraffe Status.
Giraffe Status.
Yeah, you can find the container homes on there for sure.
Yes. And then, of course, you still doing shows and stuff. You guys did the Loud Record Experience, and you guys are still getting busy.
Yep, for sure. We got Smokeaholics coming.
Smokeaholics, yeah. You stay busy, man.
Smokeaholics album coming out, all that.
So I want to thank you for finally getting on here, man. I know I've been on your head,
my
man.
bad, man. I've been, I'm just coming back to the country, and I just want to say, man, I appreciate everybody that welcomed me back. Like you saying, come to the show, man. Like you could have been like, nah, you old news or whatever.
Nah, man, I'm a fan.
I appreciate you, man.
I'm a fan of Alkaholiks, man. Like I said, I was in front of a lot of the shows. I remember you guys performed at Northridge for free. Yeah, and I was there. We drove from Hawthorne to Northridge just to see y'all perform at the in the little student center or whatever.
I owe them one because that's the school I dropped out of. So.
That's dope, man. So let's get into the hip hop drunkies.
And
let's take it out of here, man. White Label Radio, DJ Nympho, drop that shit.